we are number one. We have not lost in the preseason. Welcome to the podcast where we think we know everything, but we don't know shit. We don't know shit. But what we do know is that we beat the shit out of the Bengals the other day. We have not lost in preseason. So, man, it's exciting to be a Bears fan right now. I'm telling you, it is exciting. If you aren't excited, you probably eat your burgers well done and you drink hot dog water. You a sucker because it's super exciting to be a Bears fan right now. We all saw Caleb. Caleb looked good, man. Ran in for a touchdown, throwing off his back foot, throwing a good throw off of his back foot. Hey, man, come on. Come on, man. So I'm excited. And I know my guys are excited. They're ready to get in here. And we have a great guest tonight who has a lot of insight, especially on the Bears, but the tight end position. So you saw the promo. You know who I'm talking about. Kellen Davis is going to be in here tonight. I can't wait. I'm excited. Everybody's excited. It's exciting to be a Bears fan. Let's go, Commish.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Summer league games and they tell you about these new up-and-coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both been there around the corner like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
And we are back, and I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I ain't even going to talk no more. I'm just going to bring my guys in here. First up, my man who probably has the foulest mouth in the city. My man, Foul Mouth C.
What up, T?
Foul Mouth, what up, man?
What up with you, bro?
Shit, I can't call it, man. How was your weekend, brother?
It's all right. What's up with that hat, man?
Hey, man, just a little sombrero. Just a little sombrero, a little something, man, to show my excitement for this team. Are you excited or what?
Hey, I'm excited, but I'm gonna temper expectations, man, to the season kickoff.
Oh, so you one of those, huh?
I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, but hey, I'm a Bears fan. I know how this shit go. I ain't gonna get too high on the quarterback either.
I hear you.
I know how this shit go. Been a Bears fan for over 40 years, goddamn. I know how this shit go.
Over there.
You're fucking right.
I'm still in my 30s. Man.
Yeah,
can't relate.
You're a dirty lie, motherfucker.
Well, is JP here?
Ain't no telling. You know his ass always running.
JP
He gonna blame it on work or the kids.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, next up, my man who usually has that Hawk talk. But we ain't talking about no Blackhawks tonight, boy. We talking about these Bears. My man Frank the Tank.
What up? What up,
Big Frank?
I'm excited.
Is that Is that a Coors in your hand?
No, it's a 312.
Oh.
I still don't got no Moors out here. If our Moors people are listening, man, hook up the suburbs. Yeah. There's no Moors out here, man. I'm not going to drive to the city to get a Moors.
I could have sworn that was a Coors. I was going to ask you, what do you like, 65?
Coors is actually one of my favorite beers, actually. So
yuck.
What the fuck?
Coors tastes like. Well,
hey, there's nothing better on a 100-degree day than having a Coors Light.
It tastes like piss smells.
No, that's
I was gonna say it tastes like piss, but then I didn't want y'all to say you had piss before.
You would have got that from me. You would have got that from me.
T got that energy tonight. What the fuck you take? An adrenaline shot or something?
No, it's that sombrero.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited about this team. I'm super excited about this team. Not only Caleb was getting off, but come on, man. Your boy, Frank. Your boy, Kyler Gordon, Spider-Man. Man, he was a monster. A monster.
Yeah. Hey, and we said it backstage. If we're talking about a player of the game, Kyler Gordon had, I think he finished with 4 tackles, 3 tackles for losses, a sack, and 2 pass deflections, and only 1 half of football. I mean, can't ask much more out of that from a nickel.
No, he wasn't coming to fuck around, man. He was not fucking around. Matter of fact, do we have
Bears Nation? Kyler Gordon is having a game and he blew his quarterback up. Oh my God. Spider-Man. Look, I had to slow this down. Oh my God. Look. Oh my God. Bruh. He's having a game, bruh. I don't know what the offense is doing, but Kyler Gordon is going crazy.
Trademark of a perfect hit, too.
That hurt.
Still lit a quarterback up.
Oh, my God. He cleaned his fucking clock.
Took the helmet off his head, too, out of a hit right to the chest, man.
Oh, yeah, that's like that hit Justin Fields took that one preseason.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes, I remember that shit. That was terrible. Yeah. That was terrible, man.
It's worst feeling for a quarterback that you can take. Ooh.
So I'm super excited. I'm bringing the energy. I got my little bling on.
I see.
My sombrero. I'm ready. I'm ready for the season.
Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am.
Man, I'm bring Grogu on a little bit later.
Oh man.
Yeah, he back there. He back there getting in his wardrobe and everything.
Oh, he putting his little clothes. Yeah. He putting his little clothes on. Yeah. But hey, so let's bring in our guest. But before we bring him in, we don't have any highlight reel, right? Well, we did that.
Our guy who made the highlight reel decided to just take it off of YouTube, and we weren't able to actually pop it up because it's the trademark off of YouTube. Damn it.
Well,
was that easy?
Yeah, it was easy.
Well, we played the highlight reel for him before, and it was dope. So just pretend like we did that again. But let's bring him in. Bears alumni tight end Kellen Davis. Clap.
You have to ask us to clap. What the fuck is that? You don't have to ask us to clap.
No, I'm talking to everybody else. Everybody else, that's y'all.
He on something, man. I don't know.
Happy to have you back on here, Kay. Happy to have you
back. Glad to be back, man. Glad to be back.
Thank you for coming back on, brother.
What you been up to, man?
Oh man, I have been full-time dadding for like a few months now, and I'm really enjoying it, bro. Like I got three little ones, 8, 6, and about to be 4 next week. So
little ones. I got an 8 and a 5-year-old, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah, my daughter, she's playing flag football right now. I'm coaching her, and she's a beast.
She like it?
She was our best defensive player.
Really?
Okay.
6 safeties in 6 games playing flag.
Okay.
My little man, my little tiny dude, Coda, he got all the juice, bro. All of it. He just a little mini me.
Wow.
The boy got calf muscles.
So then is he tall then if he a mini you?
Nah, he ain't tall yet.
Not yet, huh?
He's my slow grower. He getting bigger though.
Okay.
But he built.
How old did you say? 8?
He's 3. He about to be 4 next week.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be legit.
Yeah, nice.
Does your daughter?
Yeah,
She
I've been
enjoy the
kicking
flag?
kids, man.
Does your daughter enjoy the flag football?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is going into her 4th season. She's in 3rd grade now. Yeah, she's been balling, man. She's doing good.
Oh,
she can't play forever, but as long as she ride, man, I'll let her ride. She was telling me the other day, bro. She's like, I want to be just like you, Dad. I'm gonna be the first girl to ever play in the NFL. I said, no, you ain't. I ain't about to bury you.
Hey man, you know what? This flag football is taking off, man. So there's no telling it. It may take off. It may be a women's league coming in.
Yeah, but they ain't there, bro. Ain't nobody going to watch women's flag football.
Hey man, you never know, bro. You never know.
No,
they already talking about making it an Olympic sport, man. This shit to take off anytime, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, like, I just want her to be a well-rounded athlete. I think hooping is gonna be her thing. Mm-hmm. She's a good hooper, but the more sports you can play when you're young, brother, the better and well-rounded you're gonna be as an athlete.
Yeah, true.
Football's a different skill set.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely a different skill set. Definitely.
So, man, have you been watching the Bears preseason first?
I mean, I caught a little bit here and there. We don't get all the games down here because I'm down in North Carolina, so we don't get everything.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you seen much? Did you see much of Caleb Williams when he was at USC?
No, didn't see a whole lot of him at USC. I mean, I've seen all the, he was #1 draft pick, so I've seen all the highlights. He's a very talented kid. But we'll see. I'm kind of like, we got to see, when the regular season open up, like who, if he steps in to fill them shoes, because there's a lot of hype going on. So I want everybody to kind of, take it back. He's still a rookie quarterback.
That's what we're about. That's what we say on this show too. Everyone else is all.
That's not what I say. That's what you say.
I heard, bro.
This guy with the sombrero says playoffs.
I know you gassed up.
Yeah.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
I mean, it is exciting to potentially have a franchise quarterback, for years.
Yeah. Playoffs.
But that's
the expectation. He's number one pick. Number one pick. He got DJ Moore. He got Rome, and he got Keenan out. Playoffs.
See that? That's your IQ, buddy. 0.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it all. It's all going to hinge on how he plays, how he performs. So you got the cast around him, but also, like I was saying this last year, there was a stretch of like 6-7 games when the offense was putting up 25 plus every game, bro. And we was, like neck and neck, losing and winning. So, like, in my eyes, like, what I really want to see in them first couple of games in the season is the defense stepping up, making some stops and getting off the field. Do that. I mean, we got a good chance of really making some noise. I mean, the Packers are tough, so are the Lions right now. So it's going to be tough sledding with, those 4 games going through the regular season. But, I mean, if they can win at least half of those and have a good shot at getting to the playoffs.
And let me ask you this, because you did say, like, I mean, you were with the Bears when, unfortunately, we had an aging defense, though. I mean, Brian Urlacher was still friggin' incredible. Don't get me wrong. All those guys were still incredible. But they were aging, and it's just unfortunate. So you did say that the defense makes a huge difference. And I know it's only 2 preseason games, but holy shit. I mean, our defense looks good, and they're not even 100% right now.
Yeah, look much better. Much from what I've seen, they look much better than last season. And I think that's really where, like I said, I want to see the improvement, because I think if that side of the ball improves, then, Williams ain't got to do as much. Yeah. He can manage the game and not have, so much pressure to make plays and to win games for us.
Yeah, that was one thing that we were talking about, that, coming into the season, that's a lot of pressure to put on a rookie quarterback to, want him to come in and throw for 300 yards, 2 or 3 touchdowns. We were saying that much rather prefer that he comes in and become a game manager until he, he adjusts to the NFL, to the speed and to the defenses and whatnot. That will probably be what will probably be best suited for him instead of trying to put so much pressure on him, because he's going to have pressure. He's going to hear it from the media. He's going to hear it from the fans. You got a bunch of, I call them Caleb Camps, tramp stampers. They got his name all on the back of their lower, got his name tattooed on the
back. They out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they close by.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them in the chat.
Yeah. So it's like, it's crazy. Yeah, like I'm listening to these guys, like the David Kaplans, they all on there talking about, oh man, this guy, he's just, man, like the boy can't do no wrong. And don't get me wrong, I like what I'm seeing from him, but at the end of the day, like you said, he's still a rookie. He's going to make his mistakes, and we know how these fans can turn quick, fast, and in a hurry on a quarterback.
Easy and early, but C.J. Stroud showed it could be done last year. But also, he wasn't the number one guy. He was the number two. I think that makes a different, like that automatically sets up a different mentality, because obviously he proved last year that he was the best in that class.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference to me, just like mentally, and then it's like the preseason speed ain't the regular season speed.
Agreed.
It ain't, the stakes aren't as high, and, give or take, 5 guys that are the guys ain't going to be playing in them games on either side of the ball. It just, it's just the way it goes. So, I'm excited for the season. I think it's definitely going to be worth watching. That's for sure.
Sure.
They got a chance to put together a good run, I think, man. So, I'm going to be very interested. I'm going to catch every game I can. It's like, what they got the lead pass on now? It's like on YouTube or some shit.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Man, they doing so much moving with all this money, man. You don't know what the hell, what channel or what station you can catch it on now.
Everybody wants a piece, man.
Pretty sure you can get it on Hulu too.
I got Hulu.
I'm pretty sure you can get the Game Pass on Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I believe you can.
I'll look it up because, I like to catch the games from other teams. Teams I'll play for. So
yeah.
All those are automatic for me down here.
Yeah. So you were stating that since CJ was like the number 2 quarterback taken, that the pressure is less for him because it's more so on a guy like Bryce Young because he was taken number 1, right?
Well, I mean, it's like, I'm sure, in my opinion, coming in, I thought he was the better quarterback, for that number 1 pick. But I'm sure he felt, some type of way about getting off the board second.
Mm-hmm.
He went into a better situation, but
way better.
I'll make you feel a certain type of way about,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to give Bryce that he had nothing. He had absolutely nothing. The only weapon he could have had, he gave to the Bears too, and we just re-signed him long term. So. Yeah,
but I mean, obviously things weren't going great in Carolina. They got a new coach now, so we'll see what happens with him. But I think. I think Stroud with D'Amico down there, I think they're doing good things down there. Something similar to the turnaround we have here, in Chi-Town, bro. Got an opportunity, picked up some good vets on the offense, some guys that are going to be clutch, some young dudes out there that are going to catch the ball. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. True. So tell me.
Speaking of, I'm sorry. Speaking of quarterbacks, we got a quarterback on our team that we gonna bring in here. He's a little bit late, but better late than never. My man, the stat man who knows every single stat from every single team since the 80s and 90s and the 2000s, basketball and football. My man JB.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. They was hating hard.
Hey, first of all, Kellen, first of all, go green, go white. They don't know nothing about that. So
I actually like Michigan State because I hate blue and gold.
Hey, shit, I don't care. We national champs, baby.
Oh, Lord, you got this guy
Yeah,
started.
I guess Kyle has
they earned it. They ain't gonna be the same this year, though.
Nah.
I did get back
you know
to state.
What? That quarterback is the big unknown, man.
Yeah.
All depends on him.
Yeah, but, and old buddy got hurt already.
He got hurt already.
Who?
McCarthy, bro. He out for the season.
Oh yeah. Tore that meniscus.
He tore his meniscus, his MCL.
Yeah, he decided to get it fully repaired. So yeah, he done for the year. Damn,
that's good. Kellen, what's been going on, man? I'm late because I'm working and I'm helping out the kids. So when I can't leave till the last one's picked up.
You called it foul. Dead inaccurate words.
Hey, when you know,
good reason, though. It's a good reason. Absolutely a good reason.
Hey, he know what I do.
So, you had your boy Dave, JB. You had your boy Dave on the sideline saying that he thought maybe he saw you at the bar picking up a Caleb Williams jersey.
God, never. Well, let me not say never, but not soon, not anytime soon. I wanted to know, did you all kind of critique his performance yet?
We have not.
We haven't got into that. We was just talking to Kellen about what he was thinking about as far as with C-Dub. What's we going? Because I know there's going to be a lot of defensive ends that's going to be coming for him. I know that a couple broadcasters was talking about, especially that first game, Jeffrey Simmons is already going to call him out, talking about his painted nails and everything, and how he's going to introduce him into the league. So
as he throws touchdowns, man, I don't give a
shit. Yeah, so that's all. We haven't really critiqued his game against the Bengals. But you can go ahead.
Okay, I'll wait till you. I'm about to say I wanted to wait till you guys get in because I'm kind of catching up to speed and I don't want to say the same thing.
Go ahead, kick it off. Tell us what you think. Ask Kellen. Kellen, did you get a chance to check out the game against the Bengals?
I saw just a little bit of Caleb. And then, just like JB, man, the kids, I had my little, so I missed part of it. But like from what I saw and what I've seen out of him in the preseason, I mean, like the athleticism, the skills, all there. For me, it's just like he's still, no matter how talented you are, like the mental aspect of coming in as a rookie quarterback is the biggest hurdle. If you have the talent, so it's like. How fast is going to come out, how fast he's able to process, because you got to get the ball there no matter what. I think he can do that. But it's about the process, getting off your reads and not holding on to the ball too long while you're trying to make decisions with the ball. So as long as he's able, like we were talking about Stroud earlier, and I think that's a big thing that he did last season to be so successful. He wasn't, he got through his reads in the game, like everybody wrote down his game tape and stuff. So it was – easy to see him working through his progressions and getting the ball out quickly. And he ain't throwing no picks. So, that's going to be a big thing, too. He's able to hold on to the ball and get that thing out on time and not turn the ball over, it's going to be a really high-powered offense. Because he got, he ain't got to throw deep balls. He got guys that can make big plays out of bubble screens and slants. They got some dogs out there now. It's different.
Yeah. Something that we haven't had in a while, we can just say. I'm not bringing up names.
Oh, no, I'm bringing up all the names because I'm glad, Kellen, I'm glad you said that.
JB's that guy. We know.
Hey, I live it. One of the things that I've noticed is just from watching the transition from the college game to the pro game, it seemed to me like C.J. Stroud was a step ahead because they run a more pro-style efficient offense there at Ohio State with Ryan Day. Whereas Caleb still had that shotgun, one read, two read, now you read. And to me, that backyard style of football, it doesn't necessarily work in the NFL unless you have like superior receivers, superior talent, of which he's come into a situation where no other rookie that I can remember. Now, that's not to say that the Bears haven't had that type of offensive firepower because we know they have, right? Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, Matt Forte, Martellus Bennett, they were all Pro Bowlers at the same time. So the Bears have not had a rookie quarterback come into this, this degree of talent. But the thing that concerns me is watching the game. I saw people really commend him for two plays when the rest of the game he really played really, really poor, which I'm like, he's a rookie. This is to be expected. 3 straight 3-and-outs. They pressured him on 40% of his dropbacks. that's what you're going to see more of in a complete 4-quarter NFL game, more so than what you're going to see what he did in Buffalo. Would you agree?
Oh, you're going to see even teams that don't typically pressure a young quarterback. Like, that's just what it's going to be. Like, if he handles it well, they'll back off. If he does not, they will come.
Speaking of that, since we're talking about, we want to show some game highlights, and then we can break them down a little bit. We got some highlights. Okay. Hit it, Nick.
Roll out Woodside. That is a tough arm angle. Empty set on second down. Pressure. Off the edge. Second and 5. Pressure coming. It is picked off. Josh Blackwell with the snaps for Caleb Williams and the starters. So they're going to keep him out there and go with a little bit of trickery with Roma Dunze. And there he goes. This is what you want to see, some command to the offense. Check to the run. And Herbert makes a good move to get to the other side of the field. This is a shot position here from the 48. He's looking downfield, nothing there. Spins away, throws on the move. It is caught! Roma Dunze. Williams, pressure coming, he felt it. Looked, saw it, evaded it. Still on the move, looking around. Williams is going to take off for the end zone!
Do that, and we wanted to make sure that he had those traits and characteristics to come in here.
Another blitz from the Bears. Plenty of time, good protection, good throw over the middle. And it's good to Tyler Scott for a first down as he takes it to the 24-yard line. Looking for pass. Hardy bringing pressure. More pressure coming from the Bears. Daniel Hardy.
Yeah, but I think for Bayless Jones, it's finding him a hole.
Nice toss over the middle. It is a perfect strike to Pettis again from Bajan. He's lined up on the near side as the outside receiver. Bajan floats it down the side.
Yards to catch, very explosive player.
Lombardi will keep it. Former wrestler lost it.
Well, we can watch those highlights and say our defense was killer. I mean, there's no question about that. Defense was good. But like how JB, like how you brought up, yeah, like how you brought up, Caleb started off bad. Caleb had a bad first quarter. All right, then they started moving around some plays with a little bit of a trickery style type stuff, and that opened up Caleb to have a pretty good second quarter. But again, it's growing pains. You're learning. I mean, if there's one thing I like about this stuff is Caleb started off struggling. They kept him out there, and then he came back and played pretty well in the second quarter.
What do you consider pretty well?
That beautiful, and I know you're going to say Justin Fields does that, but I don't really care if Justin Fields does that because Justin Fields is in Pittsburgh. That was a beautiful off-leg deep pass to Rome. All right. And then we're going to break down, of course, you know, he scrambled it in. Nobody wants to see him scramble it in because that's what Justin does. But the key thing is, and this is what I saw, Caleb kept his eyes open down the field and was trying to pass the ball first until he did not see anything open and took off.
I'm going to wait.
And David says it beautifully, too. Caleb does go through his reads. But he does hold on to the ball too long so far. This is 2 games where he has held on to the ball pretty long time. We got to work on that. But again, it's preseason.
KD, you was there. Can I get your take on that, please?
Well, I mean, like, so I will say this: two of those pressures that ended up in sacks were busted assignments, or basically it's on the quarterback for the protection, but. As a defense, you have to capitalize when people make mistakes. You have to. But I mean, like just watching that is really exciting for me. Not so much just for the offense, but for the defense to see guys out there flying around and playing loose. That's the vibe that I get when I watch that. When I watch those highlights, the guys are playing, they're getting after it, and they're having fun doing it. That makes a big difference. That makes a big difference in the team.
Actually, Kyler Gordon, he had himself a game. Well, he had himself a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
JB, you showed up late. You weren't able to see this. Check this.
Bears Nation, Bears Nation. Kyler Gordon is having a game, and he blew his quarterback up. Oh, my God. Spider-Man. Look, I had to slow this down. Oh, my God. Look. Oh, my God. Bruh. He's having a game, bruh. I don't know what the offense is doing, but Kyler Gordon is going crazy.
Number 11, he owned that hit on himself.
He did. I don't know how you did not see that, man. You got to see that coming.
You got to change the protection, man.
He didn't slide the protection. He didn't slide the protection. We saw from the line. We knew he was coming. He motioned the tight end out and then didn't slide the protection to the right. Like we saw it coming. But what I'm noticing, Kellen, and I will be that guy for this reason only, because I'm with you. Before we anoint him as the second coming, he's got to prove that he can play in this league, right? But the same time, if you look at how if you look at how poor he played in the first three, because they had three consecutive 3 and outs. But does those two passes that he made, one which was a 45-yarder, the other one, Rome, was out of bounds, does that excuse being 6 of 13?
It's nice to see a young kid making some tough plays, but I think what is more important at this stage is the consistency. You want to see a guy consistently making the right decision, consistently making the routine pass, the routine play. So big plays are great. Chunk plays are awesome. Explosive gains make a huge difference in the game, but you got to hit the ones you got to hit.
Agreed. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Jamie, and I agree with you. 3 for 16 is not something special or happy to look at, but he did start off 0-5. That's not. He missed his first 5 passes.
That's my point. When you say, look at how great he was his first game against Buffalo, and Buffalo played so vanilla, like it was. Yeah. Any quarterback would have went out there and just produced. But Cincinnati, since they got got a little bit chippy and talking back and forth during their joint practice, you saw the pressure coming. He was pressured on 40% of his dropbacks. And I'm still, Kellen, I'm afraid. I don't trust this line, because not only did I see the big protection, like that one, you got to slot, Caleb, you got to see that. You got to see that robber coming. You got to check. You got to see the safety. He dropped from cover 2 down to the box, and then the corner came up in nickel. You got to read that from pre-snap. You got to see that. And he didn't. But I expect a rookie to miss things like that, right? But I also want fairness. The same thing that people look and say, all Justin does is run around and never hits anybody, never hits the open man. We just saw Caleb do that damn near the whole game Sunday, but he hit on one really, really good pass, and that forgave it all. And that's what I say. I don't think it's fair, because the media is going to put a spin on this kid, and they're gonna like write in a qualifier for him to either succeed or fail. If he succeeds, he's the best player ever. If he fails, he's only a rookie. Can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways.
I mean, that's all where you set your bar at, for a rookie quarterback. That's where you set your bar. So it's like, how high is your bar? Like, what's gonna do it for you personally? When you watch the games, are you expecting him to be a Pro Bowler in his first year? Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough thing to do coming in, bro.
But I think you said it perfectly when setting the bar. C.J. Stroud, unfortunately, set the bar very high for Caleb.
He did
this year. I'm sorry. If you don't believe it, that's 100% true.
No, I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm saying that's like the exception to the rule.
Absolutely.
The average rookie quarterback does not do what C.J. Stroud did. People say, oh, well, look what Jordan Love did. Jordan Love sat for like 2 years, 3 years. Well, look what Patrick Mahomes did his rookie year. Actually, Patrick Mahomes only played one game his rookie year. He did that in 2050, his second year, right? So it's like, let's take context for what it really is. Did he make splash play? Yes. But we know when you go against those, and I'm not even saying this because I think Minnesota is anything, right? Can you imagine what Brian Flores blitz 56% of the time that he's on the field? Can you imagine what that can do to a rookie quarterback, they coming from everywhere.
And that's where you need.
Can you imagine what's going to happen? Can you imagine what's going to happen week 2 when you got Will Anderson Jr. on this side, Daniil Hunter on this side, and I can't remember the D tackle name, but he's been blowing everything up like he the next Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine what that's going to look like? And we don't have a center. I'm scared, Kellen. I'm nervous.
Speaking of that, we did have that question in the chat too. Like, who is your center week 1?
I mean, I mean, the thing is right now, guys, it's not like the line is playing bad. They're not playing bad.
They played pretty bad this last game, I felt like.
I mean, if a fucking team is blitzing, what the fuck you think they're gonna do?
Picking
I mean,
up
shit.
Well, but you're supposed to see that.
If a team is blitzing and you're not, if a team is blitzing and you ain't got the right goddamn protection, what the fuck you think gonna happen?
Nate Davis got owned pretty much 50% of all his snaps that he was on.
No. He got owned one goddamn time, and the guy
he got made his bitch one time, but he got owned almost every.
I'm about to say he got totally disrespected one good time, but then other times
one good time. But don't let your Nate Davis hate show your ass now. Don't let it show your ass now.
Played like shit.
Nah, he ain't played like shit.
Played like somebody who does not go through training camp.
He got on one time, but like Kellen said earlier, the sack that happened was the sack that was caused by the quarterback.
Well, I'm not denying that.
All right,
quarterback's got to see that stuff.
So it don't matter if that quarterback don't get sacked. Line did his fucking job. Plain and simple.
I'm not denying that.
And if your quarterback's holding the ball for 3.36 seconds,
can I play devil's advocate real quick? I think, in my opinion, that whole holding the ball thing, it's like a misguided stat, because when you look at some of the greats that hunt big plays, I mean, Brett Favre is probably the king of holding the ball too long.
Oh my God, yeah.
But he hunt, you know what I'm saying? He's a big game hunter. The average time, I think, what is it, Kellen? 2.7, I think they say, is like the time that you're supposed to get rid of a ball, something like that.
I agree with the line on the stat, because he like, that doesn't, it's like one of those things where it's not accounting for everything, right? If you got a better old line, you can hold the ball longer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tom Brady always, I mean, actually, no, Tom Brady didn't hold the ball that long, even with
he did the year he had Randy Moss.
Tom Brady was, he was, I wouldn't say like not feast or famine, but like, they were matriculating down the field. He wasn't just hitting big play after big play.
He was just tearing defenses apart.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking what he could get from the defenses, like that. That's the game.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I say the fairness, because we're looking at the eye test and the splash plays. Aside from like Luke Getsy being the worst offensive coordinator we've probably ever had in our history here, and you played with some questionable coordinators, but we'll let you speak on that. But like, I don't see too many dissimilarities between the actual athletic prowess and the way that they like try to maneuver the pocket, the way they were trying to get Justin on the move and the way they're getting Caleb on the move, because they don't trust the line. That's what I see. And we know the center position, fellas, is so important. If we have another Sam Mustipher situation with Shelton and whoever else is in the middle, another Lucas Patrick situation, I fear for Caleb. Fear for him.
We haven't had a center since Cruz.
I fear for him.
I mean, like, just in my opinion, from seeing the kid play, like, they need, like, he's big, he's really good on all schedule plays. So
off schedule for sure.
Run the ball well, focus on the run game, and let him have the play action, man. Get him out of the pocket, get him comfortable, get him some time. If you got a good run game, that buys your whole line a lot of time. It helps them out a lot.
Waldron.
So, I would hope that they get into that kind of mode instead of, I always say, like, I think it's a thing with like rookie quarterbacks all the time is like, don't force him to continuously make good plays to get you down the field. Like, don't put that on his shoulders. Mm-hmm. Like, use the right game.
Absolutely.
Get him out of the pocket. Move the point, the launch point, all that stuff. Like, Because that way you ain't got the best DNs in the league breathing down his neck and trying to take his head off on every single drop back. Or
they're gonna do that.
Teams that pressure and stuff like that a lot, like that's going to be tough for him to read, but that's not as hard when you are, when you have that play action fake, because they have to respect it if you got to get run.
They have to, right? From your position, Kellen, do you think they need to run a little bit more 12 personnel and come out that 3 wide set?
Absolutely. I mean, they picked up Everett. He's a good receiver. He's a 50-50 kind of blocker, but he adds another weapon, so you can't say that you're losing too much in the pass game. You run those two, Keenan Allen or Dunze and old buddy, like you got talent with combinations on the outside that guys that should be winning.
Yeah, we still got Cole Kmet too, who is a good blocker to go along with a good body, big body in the middle.
Yeah, that's that 12 personnel. That's that 2 tight end.
And then also they still got I think he's still gonna be Mercedes Lewis. Yeah.
Mercedes Lewis is still on there, and he's a
all the time. I don't know how he's doing it, bro.
Dude, what is he? 40 now? He's got to be 40 plus.
Yeah, I think this like his 19th for 20th year in the league.
In real life.
Yeah.
I don't know how you doing it, bro. That's crazy.
See what his diet is. That's for sure.
Shit.
Oh, he got some people behind him. I'll tell you that for sure.
Hey, that motherfucker found the fountain of youth or something. Shangri-La, something. I don't know what the hell he gonna found.
Yeah.
Between him and Calais Campbell, I don't know how they doing it.
It's very much different for somebody in the trenches, at least spend some time in the trenches to play, have longevity like that. It's a hell of an achievement.
Yeah, definitely is.
I tip my hat to him. I'm glad he's with us. So for my grade, I'll circle back. I'm gonna give him a solid C. That's all I give him. 6 of 13, 75 yards. Some questionable plays. I'm gonna give him a solid C.
Yeah, I mean, I give him a C too. I mean, it wasn't like I was telling someone before. It wasn't the best game. Started off kind of slow. Like Frank said, 0 for 5. I already knew the way the game was going, and when he completed that pass, that they really weren't going to show how bad he was doing, but they were going to show those highlight plays. I knew ESPN and most of the pundits, that's what they were going to do. They weren't going to show too much of the good, much of the bad stuff. So, yeah, I give him a C on that. I don't know. I know you, Frank, you might give him a B or you slowly turn into one of those tramp stampers.
Don't be taking my shit. No, there ain't no tramp stampers here because I'm still 100% agreeing with you guys. It's still learning curves. It's still learning lessons for him. He is a rookie. I am giving him a B- though. All right. And the main reason because of the B- is yes, bad start, but he still held his shit together. He still started moving the ball down the field in the second quarter. He's still going through his reads. So I was not impressed, but I mean, I'm still going to, because of the comeback that he made and how he fixed the stuff that he messed up on, I'm giving him a B-.
Okay.
What do you think, Kay?
Like I said earlier, bro, you gotta temper the expectations. Yeah. If you are expecting a Pro Bowl caliber player, that is not what you're going to get.
Nah.
So I think just let the boy, grow.
Yeah.
And are they going to play him in the last preseason game or not?
Nah, he's not playing.
He better not. Okay, I'm about to say he better not.
They already
KD, I want your opinion on this. What do you think? Should he play in the last preseason game? Rookie quarterback, whole new offense, new teammates, everything. Should he be playing in the last preseason game?
If I was coaching, man, I'd probably put him in for a quarter.
I'm on the exact same boat as him.
After, just after the kind of up and down performance, I'll put him in for a quarter because, at the end of the day, it's the job, but he got to be ready to go. He ain't touched the turf yet, not for real.
And after this last game, what is it, like a 10-day layoff until opening day, or is it longer than that?
No, it's longer than that.
Yeah, it's a long. It's a long stretch.
Yeah, they damn near close to almost.
It's like 2.5 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost
because they got to still
20-some days until they play again.
That's why I'm on the boat where just the first quarter. I want 1 quarter out of him, but it's not going to happen. He's not going to play. None of the stars. Defensively, I don't care. Not one defensive starter has to play. They have proven to me that they're ready to go. I don't think any defensive starters have to play. But offensively, honestly, I'd like mostly, if not all of them, to play. Yeah,
they just they ruled him out. They said that he's not playing because they went through a practice, I think, today where they had on pads. They actually play. Actually, well, I don't think they got on pads today. I think they may have on pads tomorrow because they actually play Thursday.
Yeah,
they play right.
So
it's Thursday.
Practicing. Yeah, so they've been practicing. So they already said that he won't play Thursday. They're gonna take him out. Very few starters will play, if any.
Yeah.
So that's over with. That's why I believe they allowed him to play all the way the first half. The thing was, I think they were supposed to allow him to do 2 series, and then that was going to be it. But they looked so bad. Evil Flu said, "Fuck that shit. I want you guys to continue to play. I want y'all to get this shit right," which was very good of him.
Right.
Which was smart.
Right.
That was very smart of him. And he let them go ahead and continue and finish off that first half. So.
Kellen, I want to ask you this because I don't want to just make this the Caleb Williams show, although some people think that is what this is. But how do you feel about the Velus Jones transition to running back? Although he has 6 carries, only for 13 yards, but do you think that's something that can be worth our while, or are they just doing something with him because they don't want to cut him yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing to make a transition at that level. Some guys can do it. I've seen it happen, but also got some pretty decent backs back there, so the likelihood is not great, but it does show his versatility.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like we were saying, when he was at Tennessee, he was sort of like a jack of all trades. He did some running back, he did some wide receiver, and of course, he did some special teams as well. I always thought that I liked what I saw from him. I thought they should have probably moved him to running back last year because I like when I saw him with the ball in his hands, just by them doing jet sweeps and things of that nature. Like when he gets the ball, the kid does fly. There's an open hole, he's gone.
He might
has
forget
the ball in his hands.
He might forget the ball though.
Huh?
He might forget the ball.
You see him kind of.
I'm David Jones.
You kind of see him fitting that Cordell Patterson role, kind of.
Yeah.
Like in that mode, I don't think he that.
But I mean,
I don't think he that either.
Yeah, Cordell Patterson was pretty good at all that stuff.
Cordell Patterson is pretty. He's pretty nice.
I agree with you. When he has the ball, there's always a moment where he could just explode and make something special happen. But every time something looks like it's headed in the right direction, then here comes a muff, here comes a fumble. Like the guy's just cursed with bad luck. Man, it's just like he can't do nothing right consistently. It's terrible.
Yeah, but you'll hate to see him go somewhere else and fuck around and fuck us over. Like it does happen in Chicago.
Oh, that happens a lot. No question about that. But
it does. But the reason I say that I'm concerned about it, because we all know that there's a cap of how many players you can carry. And if you're moving him to the running back position, who are we getting rid of?
Yeah, that's the question.
Our running back
if you're doing that and you're keeping him, you're running 4 running backs. And he's mainly just a special teams guy.
I mean, you can, but
somebody got to go. Travis Homer, Khalil Herbert, and Trey Talk.
I don't honestly. I know this may not be a popular opinion, but I don't think Herbert's going to be here too long. Because I know
trade or cut. I thought trade.
Well, it'd be via trade.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to trade him because I don't think that they're going to re-sign him back after this year. Because I know his contract is coming up. What this is his 3rd or 4th year?
This is 3rd year. He's still got one more year. Yeah, he's still got one more year after this.
Yeah. No, he may have 1 year, but I know they're gonna damn try to start talking about contract after this year. During this season. Because he wasn't a first round pick.
Herbert was what, a 4th round, 3rd round, 4th round?
4th or 5th. He was one of the 4th or 5th.
So Kellen, if I'm not mistaken, this is it. He doesn't have a guaranteed at the end of this. They got to either renegotiate on year 4 or he's gone.
I mean, yeah. So if he doesn't get picked up after that 4th year, he's free and clear.
He's free, right?
Clear.
So
yeah,
they may wait it out, but that's why I think they're running him so much and featuring him kind of.
Yeah, they haven't played Swift at all.
Yeah,
Swift played like sparingly. Is Roshan hurt?
He had like a nagging lower body injury, but I think it was more like last game it was kind of rainy and muggy, and they just weren't willing to risk Roshan going out there and reaching something else.
And
but
Travis
word is
Homer,
he'll be 100. Yeah, word is he's 100% by opening day.
So then that's what we're wondering because if you have a healthy Roshan Johnson, a healthy DeAndre Swift, can you carry a Herbert and a Velus Jones plus a Kari Blasingame who takes up a running back position? That's what I'm saying. Like Travis Homer knows the system, right? He knows Waldron's system. He's a third down back and a special teams guy. So he's kind of like, what do you do? Dante Pettis is trying to make the team. We can see that. And then what are we doing with my boy Collins? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like there's a couple of moves here.
It's good. It's good to have these issues right now because we're talking about some pretty good players that can make some teams. But I mean, they're on the chopping block. And this is my thing. I don't think there's any shot whatsoever Velus makes the team. I just don't.
I'm calling Jerry World. I'm calling Jerry's World right now and say Herbert or Jones. Which one do you want and what are you giving up?
But if you cut Velus Jones, who you got doing
600, 550?
There's quite a few people who are doing kickoff. There were people. I forget their names, but they were looking better than Velus.
Josh Blackwell.
Blackwell did very well on kickoffs. Absolutely,
I don't know if I want to take an.
But this is the thing: if this special team, if this new freaking kickoff rule, or this new kickoff style takes off, Velus Jones would shine in this new kickoff thing. Just they're not.
Tell you the truth, he was the number 2 guy in the NFL last year.
He just had all them.
He was number 2 in the NFL in kickoff.
I was just gonna say he did lead the NFL in drops and muffs and everything.
I don't give a fuck what he did. He was.
I mean, I do give a fuck about that.
In kickoffs.
I do give a fuck if he doubled muffs more.
No, he didn't muff shit last year.
I know what you're saying, Fal, because of the average. He got the average, but
what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to call Frank on his bullshit because there's a difference between punts. And there's a difference between kickoffs. Now, you can say all you want about punts. Kickoffs, he was number 2, and he ain't muff shit. So, you missed me with that.
Hey, Kellen, I'll give you that. His muffs mainly were punts. His muffs were mainly all punts.
I would say this, though. But keep in mind, with the dynamic kicking thing, there will be a lot of coaches that don't take the touchback just to get the ball at the 30.
Yeah. Like what do you think about that, Kellen, that new kickoff rule?
They were talking about changing that to the 35, though, before the season starts. I don't know if that's actually happening yet, though, but they were talking about it.
Bro.
Now you showing me
Hey, listen. I'm out of time, but I will say this. The new kickoff shit is straight trash.
Man, ain't it?
Trash.
I love the idea of less
players go out there and earn it, bro.
Man,
there are guys that make a living doing that. Just that.
Man, would you tell them that shit?
Bro, like they on some wet toilet paper.
That's where I was gonna go with that.
The game is
if you're worried about touchbacks and everything, then just push the ball back to the 20-yard line and do freaking kickoffs. Then you're worried about injuries. This is a contact sport. People, fuck. I never want to see somebody get hurt, but nobody plays football because they're scared to get hurt.
Hey, but we gonna.
How do you play football afraid to get hit? That's when you get hurt.
We want to thank you, bro, for coming on, man.
Further discussion. So listen, what would have happened if Devin Hester had this kickoff rule?
Devin Hester was interviewed for that. Devin Hester was interviewed at the Hall of Fame game for that. He was like, "Man, I wish
they would change the rule because of him."
There'd be another rule change.
They would change the rule because of him.
Yeah.
They be like, this is cheating. We can't
in this rule change, man.
All right, man. I got.
Thank you for coming on, bro. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. Good seeing you again, brother.
We'll keep in touch, Katie. I appreciate it, man.
For sure, man. Thank you.
Hey, Kellen Davis. Kellen Davis, Bears tight end. Good one. One of the JB's boys, Michigan State Spartan. What we're going to do right now is we're going to pay some bills. Hey. Go ahead and hit them, Commish.
There was a time when high standards prevailed, when excellent craftsmanship was displayed and treated with the utmost importance. Acquire the crisp, refreshing taste of Moore's Beer. Moore's Beer. Raise your standards.
Still not in the burbs.
Moore's Beer. Raise your standards.
Raise them.
Raise your standards.
I gotta ask you this. Joel Embiid on the bass. That's crazy in the commercial. Frank, I gotta ask you this, man.
Ask it.
I gotta ask you this. Not being, let's say, biased to one side or the other, right? Just let me know, what is it that you see? And I'm calling out Keith Sperry, I'm calling out David Augustine because they have their own opinions. But what do you fundamentally see that's different in what our past regime and quarterback were not able to do and what we hope this quarterback and regime is able to do? What do you personally think? Because I'm starting to see apples and oranges, but it's still fruit.
So this is where I'm going to say that I see it as opposed to what I saw when Justin was here was better. I'm still not saying it's good, but it's better pocket awareness. All right. But I also see I like the offensive play calling way more than what I saw when it was Justin, and that hurt Justin. So because I do agree 100% with you, Getsy was just full of shit. But Caleb feels pressure better. Caleb has better pocket awareness. Caleb goes through his reads quicker. Caleb delivers the ball quicker. I'm going to give him those. But still, he does hold on to the ball too long, and we said this from the get-go, that he held on to the ball even longer than Justin did when he was in college. But I still see an improvement in that thing. But at the same time, I think that can be because of our offensive coordinator as well.
So let me ask you this. If you compare the two right now, who's having the better season?
The better preseason?
The better preseason.
I'm going with Caleb with the better preseason because Justin's fumbling the
ball.
What
if I told you Justin had the two fumbles? What if I told you, like, Justin just went 11-17 for 92 yards?
I'm not saying Justin as of right now, but at the same time, Russell Wilson did play versus the starters. Justin played versus the backups. I'm still not using that as an excuse regardless. But the key thing is, as of right now, Justin Fields is starting week 1. Tomlin's already said it. Justin Fields our starter right now. I don't know if that's
he said Russell Wilson. I thought he said Russell.
No, not after this last game. He said Justin Fields is taking all the reps with the starters in practices right now. So I don't know if
maybe he said he'll take all the reps because of the last preseason game.
It could be.
Russell Wilson
what I'm hearing
8 of 10.
From what I'm hearing, Justin Fields is starting week 1. I don't know what's true or not because, give or take, the Pittsburgh should not want Justin to start because they don't want to give us that 4th round.
Well, the thing is, I'm seeing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat, and I see what people.
They're just haters. They're just haters.
The thing that kills me about it is that
I don't remember DJ Moore ever flipping on Fields at Dave.
People still have to realize at the end of the day that Justin Fields.
Good question, Jerry.
He's playing with second and third stringers. Last game, he didn't play with the starters.
No, he played with the second stringers last.
He played with the second and the third
game
stringers.
Week 2, he did play with the starters.
Yes, he did.
But how long did he play?
He only played 2 drives.
Now, I'll tell you one thing.
It was 3. He was 5 or 6, 3 drives, and he
had 2 muffed fumbles.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing: Pittsburgh is in a lot of trouble because their line is bad.
Oh, absolutely, it is really.
Their
bad.
Offensive line is bad.
They lost a lot of people on that offensive line.
That line is bad. They got Russell Wilson killed. I mean, he what? He took 3 sacks.
But he was 8 of 10. Hold on, no, wait a minute.
There's no wait a minute.
Russell Wilson did take 3. He did take 3 bad sacks, but we know Russell Wilson holds on to the ball long as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but this one didn't have nothing to do with him holding on to the ball long. Like I watched that game.
This is one of them gut. I know what you're talking about. This is one of them gut checks. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, like, that was one of them shit.
I get it. Right.
Like, fuck you. Got come.
Right. I get it, and that's why I said they. Last week they played a little better, but we do know this: a Mike Tomlin coach team is always going to have a chance.
They always find a ways to win.
They always find a way. So what I'm saying is, I've seen Tom Brady miss the open receiver. It happens. I've seen Patrick Mahomes miss the open. It happens. The thing I don't like is the exact same shit, running around, looking, and then running for a touchdown and not throwing one. We're praising Caleb for, not us weird, but Bears fans, but they were just picking on Justin for doing the exact same thing. Sometimes, you know what? People just ain't open. Sometimes you just got to run. It happens. It's football. Defenses are good too, right? So that's why I want to say I want people to have their expectations, kind of like what Kellen said, temper their expectations, but also be realistic with your judgment. Because the minute Caleb starts dancing and shucking and jiving, and next thing you know, he held the ball for 7-8 seconds for an incompletion, they're going to be like, oh, look at how he got away. Look at how he didn't get sacked. And then they're going to forget Justin ran for almost 1,200 yards because he had nothing.
I'm not denying that. I never did deny that. But all I'm saying is when you ask me that question is I do see better pocket awareness than Justin.
Hold on, put Crazy Ace.
Crazy's here?
Yeah, why can't we be as happy for Caleb as we were happy for Justin? We are happy.
Caleb is a Bear. He is the Bears quarterback.
We never said anything bad about Caleb. We didn't. But we got people over here talking about some. When I say 6 or 13, and me and Fowl say, "Oh well, we'll give him a C." What, a C? Look at how great he played. He made 2 great plays. You motherfucker, stop bullshitting. 2 great plays. Stop it. He played bad, and it's okay because I want him to play bad and get it out of the system. So when we start rolling for real, he can remember that and start to progress.
No, we don't hate Caleb, Keith. We don't hate Caleb.
No, we don't hate. Cut the crap.
Let me tell you something. Your hate for Justin obviously shows. We don't hate Caleb. Just because we don't sit up there and kiss his ass like most of you fucking fans do.
There you go.
That's the fucking difference. Most fans kiss his ass like they think the man fucking walk on water and gonna feed a fucking crowd of 60,000 with fish and bread. No, we don't sit up there. We don't do that. I wasn't impressed last game. I thought his pocket awareness is great. He does do that. He does have great pocket awareness. His escapability, he has more wiggle. I didn't know if that wiggle that he used to do at USC would be able to translate, and I still don't know yet.
It's still preseason, though. Yeah,
it's still preseason. I gotta wait to see to the regular season ramp up to see if he's gonna be able to do that shit.
A lot of times people will say that's gonna get you hurt in the regular season.
Yeah, because that shit, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, his escapability, his ability to
come on the show.
So,
David, if you want to come on the show, come on. Let us know how you feel and what you're talking. Because I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of the shit you talking comes from a hate-filled place. I'll give credit to Keith Sperry because at least Keith says, "Hell, I hate Justin Fields." Thank you for at least telling us the truth.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Don't piss on me and say it's raining.
Yeah, no, it's nothing wrong with it. If you don't like a motherfucker, you don't like him. Shit, hell, I much rather
just don't like
say you don't like a motherfucker. Don't
how about this now? Let's flip it to the defensive side right now. We talked
Kyler Gordon for president.
I mean,
as much as like Kyler Gordon was, there's no question, no doubt, Kyler Gordon was the player of that game. There's no question about that.
I would love if he could be a team captain. I would love that.
I would love that too, actually. And I mean, I don't see it happening, but I mean,
I know he's not going to be a player, and I know it's going to be like
how many team
captains?
Yeah, how many team captains?
Maybe Kevin Byard. Normally,
not going to happen.
2 or 3. Right?
He's so far down on the totem pole to be a defensive captain. No, it's not going to happen.
I think he could.
Give me the surefire captains. I only can.
I feel like
it would be one would damn sure be Edwards. The other one would probably be Edmonds.
No. I was gonna say Edmonds would be the surefire one for sure.
I mean, Edwards. You can make an argument for either one.
I mean,
I think you're off on that one too. I think it's Montez and freaking Jalen Johnson. Those are going to be your 2 guaranteed captains on the defense.
I was going to say Jalen would be the other one. But I don't think Montez Sweat would be the captain. I don't.
No. I don't think so at all. I don't even think Jalen would be it. I think it'll be the linebackers. From everything that I heard, like they really look up to Edmonds. They talk about his leadership all the time.
Tremaine is a dog. Tremaine is a dog, bro. Like I love him. I love him. He's a big man. Remember we used to talk about him in Buffalo. Pal. We wanted him back then.
Yeah, I wanted him before we got Roquan ass. To be honest with you.
I remember that draft. I was with you. I remember that draft. I remember that. And we finally got him. And him and TJ Edwards like love the picks. I was salty about Roquan. Roquan did his thing, but that's one of these situations where Roquan ended up being good, but TJ and Tremaine ended up being good as well. I love it. The thing that I'm still a little slightly concerned about is that other edge rusher on the side of Montez Sweat. But what I noticed is the Bears don't normally blitz a lot, but when Josh Blackwell and Kyler, like we blitzed a little bit more. What is that Merry Christmas thing you just did?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
That was for Ace. He said he got his wife to finally watch Hard Knocks with him. So I don't know how it works.
Hey, now you got to teach me how to do that. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, right. I didn't even know how to do that.
That's the Apple.
I did. I just learned how to.
That's the Apple shit.
Yeah.
Never mind. I got it. What is this? A deal?
But this is when you're talking about the JB. When you're talking about the other edge rushers, I'm actually surprised on how well our other edge rushers are playing right now. I'm not saying it's guaranteed that's the guy starting week 1 type ordeal, but Hardy is playing very well. Booker is playing very well. Like,
Booker is we want him to be the ascension, right?
Yes, but he's your prime.
I was looking at the old Giants. What was that foul? Like Jason Pierre-Paul and Strahan and Justin Tucker.
Rotation.
That NASCAR package where a DN would become a tackle to bring somebody that's a little slightly built but faster. And I'm kind of seeing that. Like even Dominic Robinson has been, so I was just like, he was a project at first, but even he's showing a little thing. So with him, DeMarcus Walker, maybe we got a little platoon of something going on there. Pickens actually looked good in the run stuff. Javon Dexter, he coming out looking like He-Man. Like I'm okay, but I just, sometimes it's a lot to be said in a name more so than a position, right?
I agree with
so if we were to say, okay, it's time to get to 53, and on 53 we say, well, let's re-sign Yannick Ngakoue. I don't want Yannick Ngakoue. I would love to keep the platoon that we're working with now in some sense.
On that one now.
And just going with that because it looks different, right? And then
it don't look like Yannick is going anywhere.
Well, Yannick's not under contract.
It doesn't. Right, it doesn't, but that'll be one of them veteran exceptions. Like, here, man, take 1.2, and you on the rock.
Somebody will grab him.
Want to play, right? He gonna want to play.
In a situation like we're dealing with right now, like, and I was before the season started, I was just like, I mean, if we can't find anyone else, bring back Yannick. I mean, he started pretty well with Montez on the other side, but then you see how Booker and Hardy and all them are playing right now. It's just like, fuck it. I don't want Yannick back then.
Well, the thing is preseason. Did the Bears miss with Judon? No, they did not. They went after. They did not miss with him. They went after.
They offered him. Yeah, they
offered him. Actually, he chose Atlanta over Chicago.
Well, I heard it was the team who chose Atlanta over Chicago.
Nah, he came out and said that he chose Atlanta over Chicago. The team gave him
extra year, right? They offered him an extra year, right?
Nah, it was just.
No, I don't even think they signed him yet, did they?
Yeah. Well, they haven't signed him to a contract, but they did trade for him.
No. It will be a trade, but I thought Atlanta is going to give him an extra year on the extension. Is what I thought.
The thing was, I just read it. He came out in an interview and basically said that he chose Atlanta over Chicago.
Yeah, there we go. The extension. I thought I read that. Yeah, the extent. There was something about an extension because he would be traded, but Atlanta needed to pick up some extra time for him.
Wait, so that's the Bears backed off because we weren't willing to give him an extension? Is that what I'm reading?
But some players, if they say, hey, I'll give you a 2-year extension, and then another team say, well, I'll give you 3, they'll go for that 3 because they want that bread.
Sure.
So, but I'll say this. Judon, although I would have liked him here, I still like what we have because I personally think that platoon, like it's like healthy competition. They're really, really like encouraging each other, and that platoon is working. It looks good. Now on the flip side, and this is where I'm about to piss a lot of people off. I don't care. I think the Bears should play way more nickel than they should 4-3.
I am not denying that whatsoever. Kyler Gordon is showing stuff in the runs now too. Like,
oh my God, like him being like that linebacker / safety / nickelback. No shade to Jack Sanborn, y'all. Bears are more effective in the nickel position with a hybrid 4-3 as opposed to just the traditional.
Yeah, but the only thing I should say about that, I agree, but we just got to hope that Kyler stays healthy. Kyler's been hurt the last 2 years.
One thing, yeah. He's had those nagging injuries.
Well, do y'all count the broken hit? Like, that happens. Like, that's football.
But it's still an injury. It still goes as an injury. It don't matter.
Well, that's not but you said nagging. But foul, he said nagging.
Well, no, I ain't say nagging. He said nagging. But
I said Frank said nagging. Like, if I hit you and I break my hand, that's not a nagging. Yeah. That's not a nagging injury.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but football, right? The thing is that he's been injured, and 2 years he's been injured. I mean, same thing with Brisker.
Brisker's had more injuries.
You want to see what you got.
Brisker had a shoulder and a hammy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I'm still not denying that, David.
2 years. Like last year, the motherfucker couldn't stay healthy. He was fighting, but he couldn't stay healthy.
I want to question on what my boy David said right there, too. Frank tried to say Kyle belongs on the outside. I said I would have liked Kyle on the outside because I think Kyler should be playing 100% of the snaps. The guy is a beast. He is an absolute beast. And I don't care what anyone says. He's better than Stevenson or Stefanson. I think he's better than Stefanson.
I mean, we don't know.
Oh, Tyreek Stevenson?
Stevenson, sorry. He's better. I'm saying it right now. He's better than Stevenson. But
wait a minute.
But the thing is,
we don't
not disagree. We
don't know because he hasn't played on the outside.
I mean, he did last year.
I think hold on, time out. I think that's an Eberflus flaw because when you drafted Kyler Gordon, he was on the outside and he didn't give up nothing for 2 years.
No, absolutely not.
But I think they saw something on him in the blitz package in the rushing quarterback game.
Athletic, man.
That,
can do
and that's why I think now, you know what I'm saying? I think they had to say, I know you can do this, but I know what you can be to us if you do this. And I think he can play both. Because Kyler, if you watch him, he does not give up coverage. He doesn't. Jalen Johnson, although he's just now getting interceptions, remember, he had one of the lowest completion percentage rates in the NFL. He didn't get the picks in his career, but he always was there and had one of the lowest. There you go. So the secondary pieces are fine. Kevin Byard in the last 3 years, I think is like second or third in interceptions total since he's been drafted or something like that. And Brisker's a ball hawk as well. We have an opportunistic ball hawking defense.
Oh, absolutely, at every position in that secondary.
I need that on the field 24/7. I don't need, and I'm not, again, no shade. I don't need Sanborn on the field 90% of the time. Maybe 30, 40, 35.
Yeah, give him a 25, 30% of the time for sure. But I agree 100% with you. I think we should be running nickel way more than what we are. Especially
we probably are going to see a lot more nickel coming up this year. One thing that Eberflus did say that nickel.
Hell, we damn sure going to see it against Houston.
Yeah. One thing that Eberflus did say when he brought in with his introductory press conference, he did say that nickel position is very key in his defense. So I believe that's one reason why Kyler is so instrumental. So we need all that work. So I mean, I'm happy to see what Kyler's doing. I'm excited. I'm excited about this defense. I don't think that right now they need to do anything as far as when it comes down to that defensive end, unless they see someone gets cut, a cap casualty.
A cap casualty, maybe, but you like what you're seeing right now, right? You like it.
I like what I'm seeing, but once again, it's preseason, so nothing too big.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a difference in production and a name. Like, if a name comes available, production sometimes is associated with a name.
I wasn't.
Right?
And let me say for the record, I wasn't on that Matt Judon shit because he was 31 years old. I wasn't down for sending a draft pick and signing a guy that's 31 years old that didn't play really last year.
Was it a second round pick they wanted?
To an extent.
It was only a third round pick.
Shit, I don't even give a fuck if it was a third. Shit, he's 31 years old. He didn't play last year. You're basing shit off of basically what he did 2 years ago at 31, and then trying to sign him to an extension where he's looking to get over $15 million a year. Nah, I'm good, player.
Which would carry him to 33, 34 years old. Yeah.
I'm straight on that shit.
Okay, David Gordon being a safety when it's said and done is not bad. Do you know Rod
Gordon
Woodson
would be a great safety too?
All-pro and then turned to safety and was an all-pro?
Gordon,
let's go.
Gordon is somebody who literally can play every single secondary position. Like, that is not common. He can be damn good at every secondary position. It's insane.
If Kyler Gordon's career is to mirror Rod Woodson's, I will sign up for that right now.
Yes.
Fuck that. If Kyler Gordon's career was to mirror Charles Woodson, sign me up for that right now.
I'll take that too. Hey, I'll take that too. But the reason
Charles Woodson won Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, look,
no,
the way he hit that quarterback the other day, his career might mimic that of Ronnie Lott. He licked the shit out of that quarterback the other day.
Well, that's the thing. You're saying he can mirror all these different style players. That's a fucking gift, man. That is a gift. Yes, and I agree, Foul. Those injuries, man. We just got to hope he stays healthy this year. Because when he's healthy and he's on the field, he is a playmaker on every spot, every position that he's put at. And if he's a nickel, he's a nickel. But if a cornerback goes down, I feel comfortable just feeding Kyler over to the corner.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'll tell you one guy that we haven't talked about that's been looking impressive too.
Who?
Terrell Smith.
Jalen Jones.
Terrell Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Terrell Smith has looked
Terrell Smith has been looking damn impressive.
He has. He
Yeah.
has. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Owen's been looking impressive, and so is Hicks. Like, we got good problems.
Oh,
we got good
Nick,
problems.
that was your cue right there. Owens, that was your cue.
No, Owens is. Have y'all watched Owens? Owens,
he's playing very well, and we're not denying anything with Owens. We're just
why you look like
the other side of Owens.
Why you look like an angry black Asian man right now?
Because I was going to mention this is
Afro
starting
Samurai.
off a new segment, but I wanted to kick it off the right way, but Commission decided to put it up anyway. When we said Owens, I did want to bring up Simone Biles. Jackson.
Brother,
that is
she made a mistake.
No.
She fucked up big time on that one.
That is a no. She wore a green
She wasn't thinking
on the sideline.
5 minutes after that thing went viral, 5 minutes she was on TikTok making TikToks and tweets and all that. Just be like, oh, I'm just wearing this because, you know, it's got my husband on it. I got the Chicago Bears making me one right now, specialty made.
Man, they were giving ponchos out at the motherfucking game.
They don't have a poncho with her husband's face
they
on.
They gotta put the goddamn poncho on that just said the Bears.
Yeah.
They have to wear
Hey, you gotta put Hey T, what you say? You gotta put the generic C on.
Yeah.
You just paste that shit right on the top right there, and you're good.
They have to wear that damn Packers jacket.
That would have been funny as shit if she showed up with just like a printed out Bears C just covered over that Green Bay logo right there. That would have been funny.
Well, she should know better now. But next time,
if she shows up,
I think she won't wear that shit next time.
Yeah.
Oh, hell to the no, she not. And look, when she came out in it, I did one of these. Is that a green bat? Like, I had to squint and like, is that a green bat? Oh, hell no.
So on
and
the
topic, the media ain't shit. They zoomed right in on it, like,
right, they did. Oh, yes. Topic of controversy, they zoomed right in on that shit. But on the on the topic of Jonathan Owens playing better.
He played well. He played very well.
He's got some good coverage skills. I like him.
Another piece that'll be a nice backup to help out in case something happens.
Would you say he's doing anything spectacular right now?
No, I mean he's a backup. I mean he's doing very good on kickoff coverage.
He's doing what I need my second string / dime defensive back to do.
Okay,
that's what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah, what you thought he was supposed to do, T?
What I thought he was supposed to do.
He's going to lead us to the playoffs.
Exactly what he's doing. Nothing special.
No. But see, here's the thing.
That's
it's
what I
not
thought.
about looking for. It's not about looking for somebody to be special. It's about looking for somebody that's actually doing the job they're supposed to do.
Agreed.
And when you're a backup, that's why I said, like, if you look at Elijah Hicks, if you look at Jonathan Owens, man, they battling for them positions, and they're actually taking away reads. I'm not looking at just the pass defenses or the interceptions. They're looking at the quarterbacks like, nope, let me go the other way. That's what we need, all of that. Give our front four a chance, because the Bears, what we know traditionally, if we turn offenses over, we got a chance. Y'all would agree, right?
I agree.
The defenses have always been.
I agree.
The defenses have always kept the Bears in the game. The thing is that we just always needed the offense to catch up with the fucking defenses.
And now what I'm saying is having a defense that can flip and shorten the field, right? Does that not put us more in favorable positions to score?
I mean, yeah, because, I mean, hell, you kind of think about it. 2 years ago, shit, we were kicking off hella damn points, but the damn defense was giving up as many points as we were sitting up there scoring.
There you go. Because like Kellen said, like 5-6 games, we was averaging 24, 25 points a game. It actually happened. Yes, Justin Fields actually had a couple of games where we had 24, 25 points, some combination between him and Bajan. It happened. Yes, people, it happened.
Speaking of Bajan,
Secret.
some nice
Bajan look good.
threw some nice.
This
passes.
offense fits Bajan. Like this is a user-friendly offense, and I like. Think about it. Russ looked good in it. Geno Smith looked good in it. Now Caleb is looking decent in it. Bajan looking decent in it. This is a user-friendly offense. It really is. And Waldron, unlike Getsy, is an actual offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing. Have y'all seen what's going on in the Raiders? They've been trying to run this motherfucker out of town already.
They're fall. I know it's preseason, but man, that team is getting annoyed as hell right now.
Gardner Minshew was named the starter and was like, hey, man, can I call my own plays? I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Oh, yes.
And we talk about Gardner Minshew.
The punter is doing a hell of a job. He bumped the 58-yarder. They said that he
got to stop out kicking the coverage, though.
No, you know what? Hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. He did not fucking outkick the coverage. What happened was that damn guy on the outside decided to take his ass on the fucking inside. That's why the fucking coverage looked like he got outkicked. Yeah, dumbass took the wrong fucking angle. That's what happened. He fucked
It was still a what?
Look, I was looking like this, like
a boat.
God damn.
Yeah, because you look at it, he kicked the ball hung in the air long enough for the coverage to get down there. The guy just sit up there, he did a bad job of getting his ass down there.
Yeah, that was a 66-yard punt.
Okay.
Without touching the ground, a 66-yard punt. And anyone else notice that he's got specialty shorts? He's not even rocking out football pants. He has no knee pads.
Shit, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. I just never knew that
knee pads. I ain't never seen no punter with no damn knee pads.
No, they don't wear the knee pads, but they still wear the full pants.
Oh, he doesn't wear fuck what he can. He can wear it.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. I just have never seen that shit before.
He can go out there with an eagle fucking thong on for all I care, as long as he keeps landing that bitch in the fucking 5-yard line. Hey, look,
he can rock out some Clubhouse yoga pants.
Hey, if he land that mother, if he land that damn ball inside the 5-yard line, that bitch can wear a thong for all the fuck I care. Keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. I ain't looking. I'm securing my manhood. Shit, keep landing that bitch in the 5-yard line. I don't give a fuck.
Those Australians,
His kids watching on Sundays. I don't know if we can do
that.
But
shit, ass to be asleep. It's 9:26. Take your ass to bed.
Nah, he said on Sunday. He said the punter would have a thong on.
Oh, what shit? A thong, a Speedo? I don't give a shit. Hell, they seen their mama walk around butt ass naked before. Shit.
Brother,
Brother,
what the fuck? That's exactly what they did.
Hey, all I'm saying is I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what he wears. That guy.
I don't either.
That guy is punting him 60+ yards almost every single punt, and if he doesn't have to do that, he's putting that son of a I believe one of them was a 67-yard punt that was put inside the 20, but he punted it from almost his own freaking 15-yard line. I mean, shit. This is why I was not mad when we drafted
that dude 6'6", 250. He probably fights kangaroos.
Hey, you know what, Keith? Hey, Aussie, oi. Like,
I'm totally just picturing that shit in my head right now. Him punching some motherfucking kangaroos.
Hey,
oh wow.
Or slapping people.
Isn't that that black punter on the Bears roster right now?
Yeah, he's on there too. He's been punting, and he's been looking good too. Shit.
He ain't gonna make this team, but he's putting a case to make another.
Yeah, I remember seeing him. Seeing him, but
he's gonna make somebody's squad.
I was gonna say, I think
he's gonna make somebody's squad, just not the Bears.
Yeah,
he's gonna make a team though.
No, I agree with that.
I remember the Raiders had that guy, right? Marquette King.
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3 good, really
Raiders don't know what the fuck they doing. God bless them.
Hey, everyone who said, watch, Gutsy's going to go there and the Raiders are going to be going to a freaking Super Bowl.
Oh, and by the way, JB, you said Luke Getsy is the worst offensive coordinator in Bears history. He might be second worst.
Wait, who you got? Wait. John Shoop?
John Shoop.
Nah,
it's a battle. It's a battle. I might give Shoop the advantage, man, because
Shoopy was slant out.
Yeah, we wish we had fucking slants.
I'd rather.
Yeah, Gessie was fucking bad.
I might give
was horrible.
the advantage over Gessie for sure.
Was terrible.
I'm not saying he was good, but I mean,
terrible.
Hey, I'll put it to you like this: Shub ain't never run the same goddamn play 3 times in a motherfucking row.
Yeah, he did.
Screen pass.
No, he did. Actually see it.
Yeah, he did.
No, he did.
He definitely.
No, I said not to the fact that we can see it and pick up on it.
Yeah,
saw
at least
Gessie like 10 minutes, the same shit.
Shoot, absolutely.
Hey, you ain't never heard no damn defensive player sit up there and say they knew what the fucking play was and they was calling the shit out. You ain't never heard defensive players say that about Shoot shit. They said that shit multiple times about goddamn Gessie.
I don't even like it when somebody calls the same play back-to-back times. Let alone
from my perspective, John Shoot was horrible. Terry Shea.
Nobody's saying Shoot was good.
Terry Shea was pretty bad too, but I think I might will put him before Lou Gessie. Lou Gessie was worse.
I mean, right now, can we arguably say Shane Waldron potentially could be our second or third best offensive coordinator we've ever had?
Already say that right now?
I will hold judgment on that.
No. Yeah,
I'm willing to hold judgment on that.
Yeah, I would definitely hold my tongue on that.
I'll give it a full year before I start thinking.
He looks good right now.
Who is the best offensive coordinator the Bears have ever had?
I don't know shit.
We've had so many fucking offensive coordinators, man. None of them really stick out like crazy.
I could give you.
It's a real easy answer.
I could give you one who had a good season. Ron Turner had a good season.
Ron Turner did have a good season, but statistically, it is Mike Martz because he sent 4 people on offense to the Pro Bowl in 1 year.
I mean, a Pro Bowl, I don't know if that's giving you the best, but I do agree because you did still have a very good offense that year as well.
I mean, I'm just saying,
So,
right?
What do you all say we get into some shout outs early? And
we can, because I'm about to watch Hard Knocks.
Okay. Well, since Chris has an agenda, we definitely should do some shout outs and get out of here. So let's do it, Commish.
All right, shout outs. I'll start them off again. Shout out to all you guys. Always enjoy being on the shows on Tuesdays. Hey, I'm gonna give my props regardless. Caleb Williams, man, we're expecting great things from you. Let's just keep improving, man. That's all we want. Let's preseason, get your mistakes out of the way. Now let's get ready for opening day. I agree 100% with our guest, and a huge shout out to Kellen Davis for coming on as well. I think the Bears offense should at least be playing 1 quarter because of the long stretch going into opening day, but that's just me. I am also going to give a shout out to our guy Kyler Gordon. Monster game, man. Monster game. And like Faust said before, man, if we could just figure out a way that you stay healthy for a whole season, man, sky's the limit. Because if I'm not mistaken, after this season, he's up for a contract too. Same with Brisker. And I know they want to keep both. Hopefully they do that. So
both second-round picks.
Both were second-round picks. So, yeah, we got 1 more year still under. You just got to renegotiate with them next year at least, or not. But, I mean, I think they're going to plan on keeping both. I'm more worried, honestly, about Brisker than I am on Kyler Gordon right now because Brisker's had a lot more bad injuries than Kyler has had. So, Brisker keeping you healthy, too, because this secondary, sky's the limit. We could easily walk away with the best secondary in the NFL. Probably even say you could look at a top 3, top 5 defense in the NFL this year too if we can keep everybody healthy. So, other than that, Keenan Allen, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I'm hearing you're gaining some weight. Get on a diet, man. Get yourself back in shape. I don't know if that shit is. I'm hearing that shit too. I hope that's not true because you're going into a contract year, my man. I wouldn't think that.
They said that same shit. He just came out and caught 3 touchdowns.
Get your fat ass in the gym, man.
Not denying that. There's a lot of shit that isn't true going on. So, Other than that, nothing else. Shout out to everyone in the chat, but I'll let JB break that bad boy down.
Well, I guess it's me. First of all, I want to thank everybody for rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Remember, you can catch us all on the Chicago Clubhouse Network. You know, we got the Crooked Commish, his fantasy draft show on Mondays. You got the Chicago Clubhouse podcast on Tuesdays. You got Easy Show whenever the fuck he decides to do it. You got Bull Split. You got Plump. You got She Says What She Says. Damn it. Also want to thank our special guest, Kellen Davis, for coming on. I want to thank our sponsors, Hugh, Vision.
But you got to have vision.
Right on time.
Moore's Beer. Want to thank In The Zone. You know, Frank loves In The Zone, especially with his tight spandex that he loves to wear.
Wearing a shirt, guys. Wearing the shirt, but we're still talking about the ass cheeks and them spandex.
Oh, God. No.
I thought he was about to turn around.
Yes, I thought so, too.
You thought I was going to go that far, huh?
No.
Hey, it's raining.
If there's a Super Bowl winner, I'd be out there with those on.
I also want to thank, like I said, our special guest, Kellen Davis, for coming on, former Chicago Bears tight end. I want to thank you, brothers. T. Nick, who's looking like a black Asian. Frank the Tank.
It's a sombrero.
JB.
Black Mexican.
Our boy, our super producer in the back, the Crooked Commish. And also want to thank you guys for the chat. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming in, telling us your opinions on everything. Also, remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. We greatly appreciate it. Give a shout out to the kiddies. My fiance who's carrying my baby boy. He almost here. He'll be on. And yeah, after that, I'm done. JB.
Take a swig. Hold on. I'm gonna start off a little different this time. Besides thanking y'all, Frank the Tank, T. Nick, Foul, my brothers. Tuesdays is like one of my favorite nights of the week. Y'all know that. But I'm gonna say something for the chat first and foremost. Thank you for liking and subscribing us, because now we're going into our 4th season. And we really got a lot to talk about this year. And like T says, expectation is playoffs. Playoffs.
Yes.
I would love
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Fuck you.
And I hope that narrative. I hope that's the last time that type of narrative is stuck with the Chicago Bears for the next 10 plus years. Bear down. So with that being said, shout out to David Augustine, first and foremost. Hey, David, I need you to come on the show. Talk a lot of shit behind these keystrokes. I need you to get on here. I need face to name. I need you to get on here because guess what? I ain't nice like boss. That's another story. You ain't get that. But thanks for chiming in. Champ Cabo Rubio is back. Thank you, Champ, for chiming in. We appreciate you. Haven't seen Champ in a minute. Shout out to Z Force, my man Gary Zahara. Trey Shaw, thanks for chiming in. Jerry Bowman, thanks for chiming in. We appreciate you. Oh, super producer, Crooked Commish, always chiming in. Back there behind the ones and twos. My boy Keith Sperry. I talk to Keith Sperry almost every day. A lot of people know that's one of my guys.
He talks to me like I literally get like 700 messages from Keith a day.
Yeah, I talk to Keith, good people. I talk to Keith every day, and if I didn't hear from Keith one day, I would think something wrong.
Yeah, I would be worried.
I would have to call like, Keith, you all right? So I appreciate Keith. Toussaint James, thanks for coming back, man. I appreciate you. Jeanette Johnson. Jeanette Johnson has become one of our P1s. Shout out to Jeanette Johnson in Morgan Park High School. We appreciate that. What else we got going on? Oh, we had a lot of repeat. Yeah, we was talking tonight. There was a lot of competitive doing that. Jeanette came on.
Okay. Hey,
said, hey y'all. Hey, Ramon. Salute the service.
Jeanette. We gotta get
Crazy
Jeanette
Ace
on the show. We gotta get her on the show.
Jeanette?
Yeah.
You want to come on the show and talk a little Bears? And
or anything she want to talk about.
I'm about to say, allow me to say this. Some of the best baked goods that I've had on the South Side. Get up with it.
What, Jeanette bakes?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's all you need to say.
Ramon Acevedo, most affectionately known as Crazy Ace, out there in Vietnam, I believe. No, South Korea, North Korea, one of those. He's out there doing salute. Now, I had Good Morning Vietnam was in my head.
Yeah, I get it.
Man, we had a lot. Like, we was really going back. Hey, we was really going back and forth today, y'all. David, you win tonight, David. You are, between you and Keith, you all have spoke the most tonight, and I appreciate it. I need one and or both of you all on the show so we can make it official. Let me come on and bless y'all. And that's all I got. Again, like I said, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Kellen Davis. Shout out to Michigan State University. Always, that's my home, my school. Love them to death. Go green, go white. Shout out to the Bears. When we got one more. Hey, it's almost that time, y'all. We got to get it cracking. It's almost that time. Almost that time, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. They're down, and if we, like we always end, if we know it's one person watching the podcast, mom, Miss Sandra Minor Holmes, my mom. That's all I got, fellas. Oh, nice. And go watch Deadpool and Wolverine. That shit.
I think
that's a movie right there.
One out of every 500 people that I talked to said that wasn't a good movie.
One out of every 500? You talk to a lot of people, Frank.
I have friends.
Damn. That's a lot of friends, man.
Get them all to watch the show, but they fucking won't.
Oh. All right, so it's on me. And I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to say, first of all, thank you, everybody in the chat, for chiming in, participating. Even if you did not say anything, we appreciate you anyway. However, that does make you a lurker.
L for love. Good times.
That L is for lurker.
L for love.
L for love.
L for love.
But we appreciate you anyway, because you're putting up with our foolishness every week. Every week. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want to reiterate. I don't want to thank everybody that's already been thanked, but I will say thank you anyway. And make sure you like, subscribe, participate, join the group page, all of that stuff, man. And this season coming up is gonna be lit. So make sure you subscribe, you join, all of that. And of course, our sponsors, but Chris said that already. So I think I'm done. I don't have any more to say. So, Commish.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Bye.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
Night, Australia.
you were still here.